Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Just left the customer's house, and it was a siding repair. Has me kind of questioning myself a little bit because the piece was so long. Well, it wasn't a bad job at all. I was out in 30 minutes. That was me taking my time, cleaning the siding off, and cleaning up. So what they had going on was, okay, it was on the one side, obviously, but, and then at midway they have a piece of wood, okay? The last storm tore a whole 10, I don't even know how long those pieces are. I would say 10 foot, but I have a feeling it's longer. But they tore it off, and the piece on the left of it and the piece on the right of it got unsnapped. On the right side, the piece was pretty long, and it about got half unsnapped. And on the left side, it was like a 3-foot piece, got fully unsnapped, but it was still up there. So I went to this is a 1-year-old house too, brand new house, gorgeous house. So I have a roofer buddy, and I usually get my info from him. He does roofing, siding, anything pretty much exterior. So if I have any questions, I usually just call him up. So right when I got there, I walked it with the customer. First of all, before this even happened, he was calling me yesterday, and he was telling me he had this piece of siding falling off. Like, send me a photo, blah, blah, blah. He sends me a photo. It's midway through on the side of the house, I would say about 10 feet up, if that. And I'm just like, 275. And the dude's like, well, it's kind of expensive, but I need it done. So I did it the next morning at 7 a.m., which was today. But yeah, I walked it with the customer this morning, seeing what the builder did. And on the right side, you can see on the top, because this is wood, then there's like a trim piece, and then the siding gets pushed up into it. I seen the builder, they use trim nails for like fascia. And what you do is you go into the drain holes, the weep holes, and you just kind of nail it up there. I'm not telling you to do that. I don't know if there's another way, but that's how I've seen it done. That's how I hear other people doing it. Not suggesting it. I'm kind of curious what you guys would think, or what you guys would do. So I've seen guys where they silicone it, and I even silicone it. Anytime you have a problem area, you don't want it to fail again. So I got everything snapped back in, and then I just started putting nails in the drain holes. And keep in mind, it's a super long piece. You need the siding to move. It's gonna expand, contract, expand, contract. If you don't, it'll get warped. It looks like crap. But the problem is, this is a problem area. Houses, I mean, yes, there was a storm. And if you put nails in the drip holes, I mean, how does it expand? I did it before, how many times? Builders do it. But I'm just wondering, is there a better way? Is there a way that you guys think it's better? Because I can't think of anything else. And then when you put that in there, when you're toenailing those nails in, I just don't see how it's gonna expand. You kind of hope that it's not going to. Well, if I get that call 6 months to a year from now, well, I offer a 1-year warranty for my customers. But if I get a call like maybe in a year, in a month, you know, saying, Brian, my siding looks like lasagna and that piece is fixed, most likely I'm just gonna, I don't care, I offer the 1 year warranty, but if it's like a little past it or whatever, and I see it's a workmanship problem, I'll just give them, with this one, certain ones I'll go back and fix, certain ones I'll just give the money back. I don't have really any callbacks. I've been in business for 5 years, and since I started, I think in the beginning, I think I would have like maybe 1 to 2 callbacks a year with problems I did. Maybe 1. I could be wrong, but we'll say 2. Lately, last year or 2, like, I don't count the rentals as callbacks, which I get very slim callbacks on those, very slim, because you got 3,000 problems in there, which you guys already know. But for actual customer callbacks, I barely get like, it's like 1%, which is awesome, because I take my time and try to do everything 100%. But, ooh, I had this one siding repair. This one I did give them the money back. It was out in the boonies, newer house, maybe a 20-year-old house. Dude called me. This is when I was newer with my company. Dude called me and he had like 4 or 5 pieces of siding off. I told him I'd fix it for 200 bucks. That was a big mistake. I get over there, I start walking the property, and I can see up on near the roof, all the siding, a whole big section of siding has been changed. You can see a different color. That should have been a red flag. But another area where he's calling me for, he wants me to fix. And so it was cold out, froze my butt off that day, and I got it up. I didn't put any trim nails in it or any silicone. I just put it back up. And like the red flag, like I said earlier, with it being replaced, I think it's because of when you see stuff like that, you see sections are replaced, they're having an issue with the siding. At that point, you just need to get the whole house sided, because whoever sided the thing did it a bad job. Because if you're having problems all throughout your house, they did something wrong. But yeah, I put it back up, and then maybe 6 months later, I get a call back, and he's like, hey, the siding fell back off. And I'm like, send me a photo. And a dude sent me a photo where half the, I don't even know, like 6 pieces fell off this time. I'm like, looking at it, I'm like, dude, that was such a pain in the butt. Because it was like, it was a pain in the butt. And I looked at it, I'm like, it's so far out. I underbid the job and all that. I'm like, you know what? I'm already thinking to myself, screaming to myself, I'm like, why would he wait for like all these pieces to fall back off again? And it was ridiculous. It was not just one, it was like 5, 6. It was crazy. I'm like, I got so irritated. I'm like, why would he wait this long? I'm like, I'm not going back there fixing that. I'm like, you know what? I told him, like, I'll just give you your money back and this and that. Dude guy didn't even want the money back. Probably because he knows. But I told him straight up, I'm like, I was just, you know, in text. But I told him like straight up, I'm like, I underbid the job and this and that. I'll just give your money back. Because I was afraid to do another repair and not have it last. So it's easier just to give somebody's money back than put yourself through the same heartache. I don't know, there's a big there's a big toss-up. Like, certain contractors, you know, they want to make sure it's done. They want to keep the client. They want to, well, obviously I want to keep the client, but they want to get it done, and they're going to do it no matter what they got to do to get it done. But at that point, at that job, I just said, screw it, I'll just give your money back. I have no problem giving the money back. Especially if you don't have a fix for it, then they can give somebody else a try. So it'll be somebody else's problem. My sanity is the most important to me. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think, what you guys would do for your siding repairs. I'm curious to know. Other than that one callback for that siding job, I haven't had a callback since. So, we'll call back for siding. Okay? Just let me know in the comments. Tell me what you guys think.